Hello, welcome. Hi, I'm Stephen, and I'm the founder of USA English. We are so glad you've joined us today. We're going to talk about what we call power phrases. Together, we will study how to understand what Americans are saying and how to make sentences quickly so you can tell others what you are feeling and thinking. To do this, we will focus on using power phrases. These are phrases that are very useful and flexible. They can be used quickly and easily. They can be repeated and used in many different ways. Many of them will seem very simple, but our focus here is on the rhythm and the flow of American USA style spoken English. Our goal is to help you naturally speed up both your hearing and your speaking. So our goal is to help you not think too much, just enough. Think only once for each phrase, not so much for each word. This is why we use power phrases. We won't focus on grammar so much. That is fine for reading and writing, but for speaking, because it is so fast, it is more important to get in and go with the flow. So to help you get in and go with the flow, we give you phrases. Most of them are verb phrases. Yes, they are the main action of the sentence. They are so full of idioms. Idioms are phrases made of words that have a special meaning. This total meaning is very different than the meaning of each word. This can be very confusing. And phrases that are said in a certain way, even if they are not found in any idiom handbook. So we start with some very simple phrases. We call them setup phrases. We call them this because they set up the verb phrase that follows them. But they are very important because they contain the subject of the sentence and give flavor to the verb phrase. Phrases like, I'm going to go to the store. I've got to get home. I want to go on a trip. But most often, you will hear them spoken as I'm gonna, I've gotta, and I wanna. But they will sound like, I'm gonna go to the store. I've gotta get home. I wanna go on a trip. But don't worry, we will talk about them soon. There actually seem to be many common patterns in American spoken English that form a system for you to understand if you know the system. But that's where I can help you. I have taught this system for over 20 years, and I have seen hundreds of my students have new hope and encouragement in their studies of spoken American English. We will start with some basic setup phrases. I'm gonna, I'm going to, or I will. I've gotta, I have got to, or I must. And I wanna, I want to. Later on, we will talk about many variations and blends of these and several other essential ones. But the largest number of phrases and the most important ones for you to learn are the verb phrases. The verb phrases are the most important part of the sentence. If you miss what someone says here, you miss most of the meaning of the sentence. But here is where there are more idioms than anywhere else in a sentence. Most idioms follow the action of the sentence. But if you miss this part, you will feel very confused about what is being spoken. And though there are some common phrases to learn that are used before and after this, there are 100 times more verb phrases to learn than anything else. So, we will focus on the most common verbs and verb phrases first. Get, go, take, have, put, make. In my research, I found over 700 phrases just using get. There are probably many more than that if we count many variations. But don't worry. I have always focused on only the top, most useful 100. And I have done the same for each of the top verbs. We study only the most useful ones. Here are some basic samples for you. We've got to go to class in a few minutes. I want to get some dessert. I've got to get over him. We want to always get along this well. I want to go out with him again. Here are some more advanced, more complex samples. There are many variations on the use of these verb phrases. I hope you're going to tell me what's going on. Do you need me to go over this again? Or do you think you've got it down now? She's going to be sure to take your advice into consideration. She wants to make sure to get the word out about her new discovery. That's enough for now. But you get the idea, don't you? You can see our approach. Yes, we have a system. Yes, it's based on finding the unique patterns of pronunciation and idiomatic expression in USA-style English, and making them easy for you to learn and remember. I hope you'll join us for this exciting adventure again and again. Thank you again for joining us. After every lesson with USA English, I hope you say, "Now I understand," or "I got it." I hope that soon you can say, "Spoken American English isn't so hard for me now." Or, "I'm really starting to get the hang of it. Now it's a piece of cake." I hope you'll find a new freedom in English. To be clear, it's not important that you speak USA style exactly. There are many ways to speak English. But I hope soon you can make many friends with people who speak American English. But now you will understand. We are so glad you found us. Thank you for joining us today. Together, we can do this. I love to teach. I hope I can help you love to learn. Let's try this. I believe you can get it.